Good morning. Welcome to day 21 of this long trail adventure. It is Tuesday, July 23rd. Tupt and I are celebrating 30 years of marriage today on trail on a nice rainy day. Got to get up over Whiteface Mountain. Our first goal is to get to Madonna Peak, which is 5.5 miles. We might stay there for the night. Depends on how we're feeling and what time it is. We've got Sterling Pond and 6 miles and change, and our goal, if everything goes really well, would be 12.4 miles to Taft Lodge, but we are being flexible, which if you haven't figured out by now, Megamind is not great at flexible. But there's Tup smiling away on our 30th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary. So it's great to have Tup with me on trail, and we will see what we can see today. So there's advantages and disadvantages to have done a trail multiple times. Advantage, you know what's coming. A disadvantage, you also know what's coming. So we know we've got to climb up Whiteface. We've climbed up out of Bear Hollow Shelter, and its climb has eased a bit. But you know, once we get past Cantilever Rock, which I'll show you when we get there, it gets quite a bit steeper. And then it rained a lot last night, and the down from Whiteface isn't long, but it's very steep. So there's that. But it's good to be out on trail. So far my foot's holding together. Tup's doing well. Hopefully we'll have a good day.
Part of the trail chores is make sure that you have enough to hydrate with. And sometimes your water sources are nice and flowing. Like this morning we have a stream that we literally crossed the trail. And having more than one person working on tour is also helpful. How's it going, Megamind?
I don't know, I only see one person working on the trail right now.
Guess I better get off the video and keep going.
There's a spider web under a rock. That's not just any rock. I'm going to zoom back out here. This is called Cantilever Rock. And this is where the real climb going up Whiteface really begins. Wish us luck. As you can see, topped up ahead, Whiteface is steep terrain for sure. Apparently the moose on Whiteface Mountain like the Long Trail too. Can't blame them. There isn't many other paths if you're going up this silly thing. I would like to think that a moose would have better judgment than us humans, but apparently not. Terrain, even at the high elevations, can be wet and mossy. We have reached the summit of Whiteface Mountain, 3,715 feet. We just gained over 2,400 feet in the last 3 miles.
I probably lost a pound or two.
So,
That was sweaty.
happy anniversary. First mountain of the day done. Well, Tup said Whiteface Mountain is living up to its name. This is our view this morning. Yeah, so I just came down that. Tup is taking an alternate route, which makes a lot of sense. We just took a little break here at Whiteface Shelter after surviving the climb down from Whiteface. Now, moving on. I know there's some bumps in between, but the next big peak is Madonna Peak. And then down to Sterling Pond, and we'll assess there where we're going to spend the night. So after all of our rock climbing, Tup is pointing out, it's almost like having a sidewalk through the woods here. I'm sure it won't last long. Take it while we got it. A little bit of a glimpse of part of Madonna Mountain through the fog and the trees. That's our next big climb. The non-view from Hangerman Overlook today. Clouded in. So that's the side trail, 0.8 of a mile down to Beaver Meadow Lodge. But we are continuing southbound on the Long Trail this way. Here's a ladder. I could think of some other sections where we could have used ladders more than this, but we'll take it while we got it. Tomorrow or the day after, we'll have all kinds of chutes and ladders to deal with. Skies have opened up a little bit. We have a view towards the top of Madonna. And then we can see the rest of our climb up to the top of Madonna. And we'll start making our way down to Sterling Pond. Well, as you can see, the clouds have rolled back in. No view from the summit of Madonna. That's the warming hut at the top of Madonna Peak. Tup and I spent a night in there on our thru hike in 2021. We are going to push on this time, at least down to Sterling Pond, and we'll see if we go further than that, but it's a nice place to stay, especially on a clear night. You can get sunrise and sunset, but today is not a clear night. It's going to be a clear night by the looks. Well, below the summit of Madonna, we're at least getting some views. Well, we just had a very late lunch at Sterling Pond Shelter. A nice picnic table there. We are pushing on to Taft Lodge. Probably use our headlamps again tonight to get there. We'll see. Great view of Smuggler's Notch. So, we know there's no way we were going to get up to camp before dark. So we decided to platinum blaze tonight. It's our wedding anniversary, why not? So we've got a taxi coming to pick us up at Barnes Camp Road, and we're going to Northern Lights Lodge for the night. We'll get back on trail in the morning. But It was going to be probably well after 9 o'clock again before we got up to camp, if not later. And didn't feel safe between the rain, the rocks, whatnot, trying to hike up in the dark. And so, Platinum Blaze it is. We are coming down to the Barnes Camp Visitor Center. We got a ride coming for us in about 20 minutes. Got a dry place that we can sit by the looks. And oh yeah, tomorrow we gotta climb up there. Glad we didn't try to push tonight. It would have been going up in the dark and dangerous. Very dangerous with the wet and dark, so. Here is the Barnes Camp Visitor Center, which obviously, as late as it is closed. They have information about the area, but best of all, it's under a roof, so we don't have to sit out in the rain. Hi, this is the end of day recap for day 21, Tuesday, July 23rd, our 30th wedding anniversary. Yay! We hiked 10.1 miles from Bear Hollow Shelter to Barnes Camp Visitor Center, up over Whiteface Mountain and Madonna Mountain, and
Took a stop at Sterling Shelter.
Yep, and we
didn't happen to see any of the bear issues that they've been having. But...
So we had decided that we were going to try to keep pushing on to Taft Lodge, and then decided that that wasn't a good decision because it was raining, it was getting dark, and definitely would have been very dark by the time we got up there. And I know it's a rocky climb and stuff, and just it wasn't making a lot of sense. So to celebrate our anniversary, we got a room here at the Northern Lights Lodge, and we called a taxi from Patriot Transportation, and friendly person, and wasn't overly expensive for a ride, so we greatly appreciated that. And the owners or managers of the hotel were very polite, very helpful. We got takeout delivery, and we're well fed, we're clean and dry, and at some point we'll get back on the trail tomorrow morning. Don't have a clue how far we'll go tomorrow, but we will get back on trail and show you what we see. See you in the morning.
Grumbles and gratitudes, though.
They're true.
What's your grumble today?
That I didn't make it as far as Megamind wanted to go, but it is what it is. We made it far enough to get to a dry place. My gratitude is that I have my beautiful bride of 30 years with me.
So my grumble is that I'd gotten off trail because I needed to let some things heal up. And with the wet and whatnot today, some of those issues have returned already. So the next few days should be interesting. But I am grateful to be back on trail. At this point, my goal is kind of to get 100 miles under my belt on this. And I am over 90 at this point. So we'll see how the rest goes. Hope you all have a blessed night. I'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.